Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. The Rebels will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. So Florida's offense will get the first swing of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively.
Afterburners coming. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And how about setting the tone right now? Like you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust the other.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Let's go! To the ground with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Power football with the run. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. He'll run it again. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Caught behind the line. It's Hodges.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Nifty little dance step. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Discards a man. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Lets it go to the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. A first down for the offense. Running to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And the Gators are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some violence.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 30. Can anyone catch him? And they will score! Touchdown Gators! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Working the middle. It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking off. They'll run play action. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wide out in motion.
Squirrel.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, let's...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Gators want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off play action. Trying to beat the D deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Sims. He'll take another shot here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And they can't make the connection on third down. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to throw, it's Sims. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. The give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Throwing right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but that'll be a little short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27.
Gators will take over.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quick handoff. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The ball carrier, a wide receiver, tackled at the 40-yard line. 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
In blue. Unlock.
Leaves it with the back.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Gator! And the stomping has commenced.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida, 49. Ole Miss, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Rebels will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Across the 25, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators want to move quickly. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And they're
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. The aerial assault continues. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Now, 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Number 9.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Gator! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
14.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. Wide open downfield. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He's got an open man. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. The 20. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
21.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but
what a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. No fair catches here, looking for room.
Down at the 37, and your Florida Gators will take over.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
On the set.
After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Offense gets set for second down. He's got it again. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really...
Oh, look out! Touchdown, Gator! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown that starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Pocket starts to collapse. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Belly stunner. Gators far.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurdling his...